Hello, my lovely Libras. So I am here to do a weekly general reading for the second week of February. And this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates and toss the rest. Remember that time is fluid and gender is not specific. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. This will be for the week coming up here in just a couple days. So we are going to try to get some information for you here. Alrighty, can you please, Spirit, give us some information for our lovely Libras? Alrighty, we'll do a 3-card pull, past, present, and future. And please do remember that time is fluid, so it may kind of be last week running over into this week. This week might run over into the following. But we will kind of see what we have here. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Justice card. We have the Hermit card in reverse and the 5 of Cups. We have the Emperor in reverse and the Page of Swords. So it looks like maybe we have some, with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it looks like maybe we've had some upset of possibly some finances or possibly an upset at your job, some sort of position change, things going on there, something with financial issues that are not how you feel like they should be or they're supposed to be. It's kind of topsy-turvy for you right now. But it looks like that it's followed by the Justice card. So I feel as though justice is coming on that. So if there's something you've been waiting for to happen, either monetarily that you're looking for justice on, you've been waiting for settlement in a court case. You've been waiting for some sort of ending to something. You've been waiting for a raise possibly, and you've just been passed over, promotion. I do feel like you're going to get your justice on that. It's just not, it looks like that, for a moment there, you were just feeling a little bit like things weren't working the way you wanted them to, and you were a little bit frustrated about it. But the justice does come. If it hasn't already, it is coming. And then that looks like that, whatever's going to happen there, of course, we're going to get some clarifiers on that. But it looks like we'll be moving into the Hermit in reverse card. So maybe where you felt like you were kind of trapped in because of this potential financial issue or this constraint. Again, this may have been something where you were waiting on a settlement, waiting on something to come through, waiting on that bonus check, waiting on a raise, waiting on something of that nature, waiting on your tax return, anything like that you've been kind of just waiting. It's kind of like you're ready to, you've been at a standstill, but the Hermit card is in reverse. So you're ready to come out now because you get it. You get the justice and you have that. So you're able to now come out and do the things that you've wanted to do or needed to do. Take care of the business you've needed to take care of. You have the ability to do that because you have the funds to do that now. So anything that you've been kind of like having to put on hold, having to put off because you were waiting on that to, transpire, that's going to be taken care of, and you're going to be able to come out, out of your shell, out of your home, out of your whatever it is that you haven't been able to do because you've been waiting on those funds. You're going to be able to do. May even as much as be an actual where you've been at a standstill and you've been wanting to travel, get out from being in your hermitary position and go on a trip somewhere, but you just didn't have the funds, and now you do. But that justice is coming, it looks like. Then we have the 5 of Cups. So it looks like that could cause a little bit of upset. And that may be, just the residual result of whatever, gets you the funds. A lot of times when you get something, somebody else, right, has to kind of lose. So if you get a promotion or you get a bonus, somebody else may get less of a bonus or may not get the promotion. If you win in a lawsuit, somebody else may not win. If you win in a court case, somebody else may not win. If you are filing taxes with a spouse and, you take the tax check and they're left without, could cause some upset. If you're separated and you get to claim the kids and they don't, upset. So anytime that there's money involved, there's a potential, especially if you're getting the money and they see you out doing things, that there's a potential there's going to be a relationship issue there. And that could be what that is. Could just be a little bit of a snafu there. I don't see anything major with that, more just kind of like, kind of like a friction there more than anything. But we'll get clarifiers again. Here we see the Emperor card in reverse. So that's just a strong power figure, and they're in reverse. So, you know, I'm not sure if that's, you know, somebody in your life that has a, just a strong figure in your life. Could be a father figure. It could be a spouse, but they're out of sorts. Could be somebody, could be your spouse is, they've lost their job, they're out of a job right now, and that may be why this money was so important. And so they're kind of out of sorts. They're the person you usually lean on, look to for all of your guidance and everything else. But now, because, you know, they're out of work for whatever reason, or, you know, they're just not themselves, it's caused, that could have been what caused this need for the funds so much. That's what's turned your funds upside down over here. Could be that person was, you know, they were the strong person in your life who was the supporter for you too. And because they were, you know, not acting right, that's what caused the need to have this justice to get the funds. And, you know, they're still not acting right. That's possible. But you have the Page of Swords coming. So you have some news coming, some things coming, that it's going to help you kind of feel like a little bit more yourself, a little stronger in moving forward. So we'll get clarifiers on all these though for you there, Libra. Let's see. Can we get some clarifiers on the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice card, please? Can we get some clarifiers on the Justice card, please, Spirit? All right. So we have the Four of Cups. And again, I think that is, you're obviously having a, you know, I don't know if it's a competition with somebody. You're in competition with somebody, maybe for a position at work. You're in competition for something. You're in a suit that you're trying to settle court-wise. You're in a dispute with a significant other, a spouse, a family member, something of that nature over some funds here. And you're just not really trying to have it. You know, you're just not trying to hear them at this point. You're not trying to, you know, you want your justice, which you're going to get. But you're just really not trying to hear any sort of negotiation. You know what's just, you know what you deserve, and you're really just going to get that, or you're going to be done with it. And it's the same thing, you know, if it's the IRS, I don't care who it is that you are dealing with, that you want your just amount from, you know, you're not trying to hear anything less. You know, you're going to take what you deserve, what you've earned, what you've worked for, what you know, and nobody's going to tell you otherwise. And you're going to get it. Obviously, you're going to get your justice here. And we see that. I feel like the Hermit card is you coming out, you know, because you have the ability to do so now. Can we get some clarification on the Hermit and the Five of Cups? What kind of energy do we have with this Five of Cups? What's going on here with this Five of Cups, please, Spirit? Yeah, I don't think you're trying to negotiate. Oops, we got a jumper here with anybody. Our jumper here is the Six of Swords. So you're moving away from this negative energy here. This person who, you know, is either jealous of what you've got, they're jealous of your justice, that you got justice, you got the position, you got the raise, you got the bonus, you got more in the income tax return check because you know, claimed the kids, you got more in the divorce settlement, you got your spousal support, whatever it may be. You know, you're moving away from them. You're moving, you know, it's been kind of rough. You've gone through quite a bit to get to this this phase where you can come out of your shell as the hermit, come out figuratively and literally, because you can afford to now. Emotionally, you're not as drained by this process to get the justice, whatever that process may have been. You're not as drained by the friction between you and this person. So you're moving away. You're moving away to better, safer ground, happier places. But it's a slow move. You know, you're not riding off at full speed ahead, but you're moving away, and you're moving away cautiously and safely. That's the main thing. So can we get some clarification there on this Six of Swords, please? Can we get some clarification for our lovely Libras on the Six of Swords, please? Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we've got the Six of Wands. And again, you're making your own opportunities here. It looks like you are, you know, once you get away from this negative energy, once you've cleared this struggle, you know, you've basically gotten your justice, your freedom, your paycheck, your whatever it may have been that you have been waiting on and battling for, you're getting opportunities. You're moving towards opportunities. So, you know, you're taking control back. You're kind of getting a slow introduction into new things, new ideas, new options. You know, you may have been a stay-at-home and you've gone through this split. You got justice, you got some support, and now you are going out and maybe try some new things in the world. You know, these are all things, you know, take it as it resonates. But this may be, you know, you're trying your new job. This is your new position, and you're tentatively, slowly riding into your new position to gain your own financial independence. You now have the ability to do that. You know, you may be investing cautiously and slowly, entering into business ventures with people or relationships with people or different things. It could be any number of things, but now you're freed up to do that. Whatever this is that you have kind of come out of as the hermit coming out now in reverse, you are freed up to do these things. So you have the Emperor, though, that you've got here still in reverse. So, you know, I'm not sure who this figure is. I don't know if this is the person. My guess would be this is the person that, you know, was against you in your struggle, that you had to go against to get justice. Now, this could be a spouse. This could have been another coworker you were going against. You know, this could be if you were in a legal battle, you know, for justice, where, you know, this could be a big bad company. The Emperor could be a big bad company. You know, this could have been a lawsuit that you had against a major company. This could be figuratively anybody that you had to go against to get your justice. But it looks like, you know, I feel like you've got this Page of Sword energy that you are moving forward and you're breaking through that. You're leaving that negativity behind. And that's why, you know, you're able to have these new opportunities and things, because you're kind of leaving that behind. It's a thing of the past. You're looking back. The Page of Swords is looking back. He's remembering what's back there. He, she, what have you, is remembering what's back there, and what they've been through. And that's a reminder so that they don't repeat that. But, you know, basically it's a learning. You're learning what you've come through. But, you know, that person is probably, you know, something that maybe is just figuratively a learning tool, is the Emperor, somebody, but they may just still be residually hanging around. Could be just a matter of, they could physically be hanging around if they were an ex-spouse or something like that. If it's a company that you've been dealing with, you know, in a lawsuit, or it's a coworker that you've been dealing with, you know, it could be somebody that's just, you know, it's a matter of like paperwork is still lingering, things like that. But, you know, I don't think it's anything that you need to worry too much about. Can we get some more clarification, please? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, I think that as you move forward from this, you've learned from this, you've gotten your justice. So whatever it was that you were waiting for, whatever it was that you were struggling to get here, whatever battle you've been through, whether it was, like I said, fighting for a job, fighting for a position, fighting through a lawsuit, fighting through a divorce, a separation, anything like that where you've had to battle through to get justice, you do come out, you come out on top. Wheel of Fortune, you come out on top. You're going to get what you deserve. And we see that tying back into your Justice card back here. You get the opportunities, you get, the swords, opportunity. You're looking back to make sure that, you're not going to repeat those mistakes, or, you're not going to fall back into any of those positions. But, the best thing you did was just, you weren't having it. You stood your ground. And that was the best thing you did here. So can we get some more clarification, please, on the Wheel of Fortune? We've got the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is just kind of rushing in with more opportunities. Again, you're just, once you're opened up, once you're free of whatever this was that was tying you down, both financially and emotionally, because, right, anytime you're financially strained, waiting on something, you're emotionally strained, right? Anytime you're having to fight a battle, it's emotionally straining, right? So like, you're struggling here with a court battle, let's say, or you're struggling with friction with a partner, a loved one, a family member, a friend, a coworker, anything over, you're jockeying for position in any way, shape, or form. It's stressful, it's draining. So, you've left all that behind because you refuse to, accept anything but you're fair, just, and you got that with the Wheel of Fortune, and now you have endless opportunities. You have the freedom to make the choices that you want. You have the finances now to help you with that. So things are really, really turning your way. Can we get one last clarification card here? Looking like everything's looking really, really good for you. And it really all started with you just kind of really, I think, refusing to cave. Over here with this Four of Cups, I really just feel like that was somebody's trying to offer you breadcrumbs. You did not cave. You stood your ground and said, no, I'm taking only my full justice, what I deserve. And by standing that ground, I think it got you away to a much, much better place. And here we have the Ten of Pentacles. So clearly, your last three cards are, the Knight of Wands, bringing so many options and opportunities, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Pentacles. So, you've got really opportunities coming at you. You've got funds coming at you. You've got Wheel of Fortune to basically open you up to endless relationship options because you are freed up now. You're not as stressed. You're not as struggling. You're not as financially burdened. You are, you're not upside down like the Ace of Pentacles over here. You're not, Five of Cups stressed out over relationships over here. You're freed up. You're freed up financially, mentally, emotionally, all of this because you refused to settle for less than you knew your worth. You refused to settle for that. So if this resonates with you in any way, if you're in any sort of battle or friction with somebody, and it doesn't have to be a court battle, it doesn't have to be, something that litigious or that major, it could be something like you're moving out from a roommate and you're fighting over stuff or who gets the deposit back, things like that. The main thing is everything starts with a single step, and your single step here is saying, do not cave to that person. Get what you know you deserve, because that is going to lead you to a place, that is going to be so much better for you. It's going to build, it may cause a little bit of friction here between you and whomever, no matter how simple it is. If it's something as major as a divorce, a major lawsuit, or as simple as, you and your roommate from college are fighting over a dog, doesn't really matter, what it is, or the ugly couch that nobody really wants, but it was yours. The point here is this is the time to stand your ground. This is the time to stand your ground, because it's going to set you up for everything else. It's going to set you up. And you know, every journey starts with one step. So keep that in mind. Everything is looking really good for you. Wheel of Fortunes, opportunities, 10 of Pentacles. We're going to pull 3 cards out of here, and we'll take these straight up. We won't do reversals on these, but please, Spirit, can you give us some information for our lovely Libras going forward, please? All right, let's see what we got here. And okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, and of course he is rushing in. Again, strength and opportunities coming at you left and right. All you got to do is take them. And I think, you know, that's pretty obvious here. You know, again, simple step, and you're headed in the right direction. The Hierophant. And, you know, this to me is just saying, you know, you have to find your inner strength, find your inner source of light, your inner being, and, you know, channel that. Whatever your divination is, you know, pray to that divination for strength, because you need to stand up for yourself. Now's the time. Whatever it is, big, little, heavy, light, pray for strength, because you are going to need to stand your ground for justice. And when you get it, believe me, it will be worth it in the end, because your last card is the World card. As long as you fight for yourself, as long as you put up a defense for yourself, make yourself bulletproof, 10 foot tall and bulletproof here. Do not let anyone take advantage of you. This is the time for you to not have anything. No, we're not having negotiations here. I'm not hearing you, okay? I know what I'm worth. I know what was mine. I know what belongs to me. I know what I've earned. I know, you know, whatever it may be, now's the time to defend it and get your justice, because it's only going to unfold into limitless opportunities, Wheel of Fortune, anything you want in the world, full circle, essentially. I mean, relationships, money, everything. And it's all going to start with that simple step of defending yourself and sticking up for yourself for what you know you deserve. I'm going to pull 3 cards here from our little advice deck, and hopefully it will give you some insight, some general advice. I mean, I think pretty much your advice here is just stand up for yourself, but let's see what it says anyway. So no more complaining. So we don't need to complain. You're going to get tough, and you're going to fight for your justice, and it is going to be exhaustive, and it is going to cause friction. We've seen that in your reading here. We know that, but in the end, it's going to be worth every single second of that fight. Trust in the process. Trust in the process. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. Now, this can mean real exercise if that's what you're into, or it could just mean exercise your mind. Exercise, make your lists, do your due diligence, exercise your authority to make sure that you are getting your justice, because that is what is going to manifest all of your ending cards here, your World card, your Justice card, your Wheel of Fortune card, all those great things, and clearing your debts. And I think, you know, that goes without saying here, that you're going to be able to clear your debts as long as you stick up for yourself and get what you know you deserve. Don't allow anybody else to put their debts on you. Do not allow someone else to leave you with their debts, because they will try. Someone will try you. They will try you. And it's going to be this Emperor in reverse energy that's going to try you, whomever that is. They're going to try you, but you're not going to have it. So do not have it, and it will all come out perfect for you in the end. So I hope you have a great week, my lovely Libras, and just stand your ground. You're going to get everything you deserve in the end, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And like, subscribe, and share, please. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I would love to see you back here for a love reading maybe later next week or for Valentine's Day. So hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.